How's it going, sports fans? Welcome to this edition of PTS Lite. Going to talk a little about my bracket that I filled out. Josh, Ed, Rob, and myself. We all filled out brackets, and we're having a wager going on here for Primetime Sports. I'm Brent. I'll be your host of this episode. And I'm just going to go through really quick on who I picked for my bracket. I mean, I watch a lot of college basketball, but I don't watch it that much where I know a lot of in-depth analysis about each team and stuff, so I basically just went on how it was all gut feeling. I ain't gonna lie, it's all gut feeling. So welcome to this episode. I'm here from the Bill Turner Advocare Man Cave. Bill Turner is my sponsor. He's an Advocare representative. If you want any contact information on Bill Turner, stay tuned to the end of the show and I'll give you all his contact information in the credits. You can check him out for all sorts of kind of healthcare products and just all around good supplements. So if you want to get in touch with him, all his contact information is here at the end. Like I just have a few products right here. We got some Spark, we got some Slam. We just filmed an episode of Primetime Sports tonight, and I went over to my buddy's house. I did a lot today, so to keep me going, I got some Spark and some Slam. So thanks to Bill Turner. All right, going on. Okay, number one overall favorite in this tournament is Kentucky, obviously. So it's hard to say how I just can't have them losing really because they have so much talent. They didn't win their conference tournament. They lost to Vanderbilt, but I think that actually helps them because it maybe brought them down to earth a little bit. So they don't go into the tournament with all this pressure of only losing one game during the season. So I have Kentucky going really far. They're coming out of the South region. I don't know what... Okay, I'm just going to come out and say I have them winning the national championship. Alright, I said it. I just want to get it over with. I have them winning the national championship. But along the way, they're going to have to play some tough teams. I have them playing Indiana in the Sweet 16. I feel like Indiana is a good enough team to make it to the Sweet 16. So they have some tough competition coming out of the South. I also have Baylor and Duke making it to the Sweet 16. Baylor, they got off to a really hot start this year. They kind of cooled off a little bit, but I feel like they're going to pick it up enough to at least make it to the Sweet 16. I actually have them making it to the Elite 8, upsetting Duke. But Duke... Also, I have in the Sweet 16, I have them beating, well, obviously their first round game, but also Notre Dame. I don't feel like Notre Dame's that tough of a team, but I have Baylor beating Duke. Moving down to the West, Michigan State, they're the #1 seed in the West. They're a great team, don't get me wrong, but I don't have them going as far as most people do. Although Izzo is a great coach, I'm just going with gut feeling here. I just don't see them making it to a national championship this year, although I do feel like they have a great team and a great coach and all that. But I have them obviously winning their first round matchup game and beating Memphis in the next round. I don't have too many upsets in my bracket. I also have Louisville playing in the Sweet 16, and I have Michigan State beating them. Also, I have advancing to the Sweet 16. I have Missouri. That's basically it coming out of the West. I don't really see too many upsets out of this bracket. Overall, in this whole tournament, I don't see too many upsets. Moving on to the East, Syracuse, they lost Fab Melo. That hurts them, I think. I just don't see them making a big run now that they don't have him. He's a huge loss. He was a great player, but I do have them going to the Sweet 16. I also have Vanderbilt making it to the Sweet 16 along with Florida State and Ohio State. Ohio State, I have them playing West Virginia in the second round. I would be scared if I was Ohio State. West Virginia, if they end up playing West Virginia, could potentially beat them. But I have Florida State and OSU playing in the Sweet 16. And I have Florida State win that matchup. I feel Florida State is my hot team coming into this tournament. They won their conference tournament. To beat Duke and North Carolina in the same weekend, they have to be one of the hottest teams going into this tournament here. So I have them going pretty far. Moving down to the Midwest, I feel like the Midwest region is the easiest region out of this whole tournament by far. You can say, okay, maybe the South, but I see the Midwest being the easiest region. You got North Carolina. They're the #1 seed in that region. I have them going all the way to the Elite Eight. I also have Temple. Temple making it to the Sweet 16. I haven't really watched Temple play too much this year, but I just have a gut feeling that they can make it, because I have them playing Michigan, and I don't see Michigan being that good a team. So I have Temple beating Michigan in the second round. And once again, I don't have really any upsets. I have Kansas and Georgetown also in the Sweet 16 coming out of this region, and Kansas moving on to the Elite Eight. But moving back onto the South, I have Kentucky playing Baylor in the Elite Eight, with Kentucky winning, because I said earlier that they're going to win the national championship. I don't know what I feel. Baylor, they're just one of these teams that I just feel like if they start getting hot, they're going to be really tough to beat. And also going to the West, back to the West region, I have Missouri beating Michigan State. I just feel like Missouri is a tough team for Michigan to beat. It'll be a great matchup. Michigan State plays more defense, and if they could stop Missouri's offense, high-powered offense, then maybe I can see Michigan State winning this game. But for some reason, I just feel like Missouri's going to take this. Going back to the East, I have Vanderbilt. Yeah, I have Vanderbilt playing in the Elite Eight versus Florida State. But like I said earlier, Florida State's my pick. They're one of the hottest teams in basketball right now. So I have Florida State beating Vanderbilt in the Elite Eight, and also Kansas beating UNC. I didn't really see too much of Kansas play this year. I saw them play Ohio State, but from what I have seen from Kansas, they have enough manpower and good enough offense and defense to beat North Carolina. North Carolina, I feel, is a pretty weak #1 seed. They had a great year and all, but they're just not as good as they usually are. So I have Kansas. My final four is Kentucky, Missouri, Florida State, Kansas. And I still feel Kentucky, they're going to move on to the national championship, beating Missouri. I don't feel like Missouri could hold up to them if they make it there. And I also have Florida State beating Kansas to go to the championship game. Florida State, Kentucky is my national championship game. I feel like if all that pans out and it ends up being Florida and Kentucky in the national championship game, that'll be one hell of a game for sure. So I know I kind of jumped around a little bit, I'm just doing this for fun, you know. If I lose against Ed, Rob, and Josh. I really hope I don't, though, because chances are they'll make me do something really stupid. So go on our Facebook page. You can see all of our brackets and video. We're all doing a PTS Lite on our picks, so go check out all the rest of the guys' videos. I know Ed's is up, and all of our brackets are up. I don't know if Josh's is yet, because he had to take his back with him. So I'm not sure if Josh's is up yet, but all of our brackets will be up on our Facebook page. And check our website for our standings. So it'll be interesting. I really hope I don't lose, because I really don't feel like doing anything stupid or embarrassing. Although it'll be in all good fun, so I really don't mind. But because picking these brackets, it's not my thing. I do them every year like everyone does, and no one does good at these things, so it's just all for fun. It makes watching these games more fun. So if you haven't filled out your bracket yet, do so, because it just makes March Madness even more fun, even if you don't have any money or a wager going against it. So my pick, Kentucky. Although everyone else is picking them, yeah, how can you root against? They're just too good. But hey, it's March Madness. Anything can happen. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to get fun. So, like I said in my last episode, I have a new segment, Brent's Babe of the Day. And this Babe of the Day, it's also coming out of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. And Ed actually gave me this suggestion. And today's Babe of the Day is Alex Morgan, soccer player. She's a nice looking girl. And in the swimsuit edition, they have body paint on her. She's not even wearing a bikini. That's body paint. That's what you call art, people. That is art. So, that's my Babe of the Day. You gotta love a girl who's an athlete. Girls who are athletes are so much more attractive than just a normal girl. So, Alex Morgan is Brent's Babe of the Day. So, hey ladies, if you're an athlete out there and you're single, hit me up. I like athletic girls. So, thanks for Ed for that suggestion. And I feel like that was a great suggestion by Ed. So, as always, going to end the show. Like us on Facebook, where you can check out our brackets and these videos. and all of our good stuff that we talk about on Facebook. Twitter, PTS4 Cleveland, that's the number 4, PTS4 Cleveland. And pretty much the same thing goes on with our Facebook and Twitter. It's hooked up, so it's the same feed. So just like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to get all of our good stuff that we have to say. Our website, primetimesportstv.com, where our brackets will be posted again with all these videos and our monthly episodes. We just shot our April episode tonight, which will air in April. So, but our March episode is up on our website right now with along with all these PTS lights, and our brackets and our bracket standings will be up there too. Email the show, primetimesportstv@gmail.com. Please email us. We'll read your emails on air. We like to interact with our fans, so if you send us an email, we'll read it on our air next month. We will be at Johnny Malloy's for a draft party. That's going to be a good time, so please come out. If you're a fan of Primetime Sports, come out to Johnny Malloy's. We're going to have we always have a good time. So, you know, come out. If you're a fan of the show, if you just like football and the draft, please come out, and we have prizes to give away and stuff like that. So that'll be on draft night. So, and we just did our mock draft on our Primetime Sports April edition, so you can check that out. So, as always, oh, forgot, one special thanks to Bill Turner again for the Bill Turner Advocare Man Cave. Got his shirt right here, the Advocare shirt. Got product on the wall here. I showed you the Slam and Spark before, so please contact Bill Turner if you have any questions about Advocare. Even if it's just a simple question and you want to know more information about it, just contact him. He's a great guy. So you'll like doing business with him. So thanks again to Bill Turner, my sponsor for these PTS lights, and for all his support. And as always, thank you, the fans that are watching, for home. That just happened.